See you, ladies.
Congratulations on graduating.
Please be seated. Please be seated. Good afternoon to all of you. I haven't said good afternoon to a graduation exercise in my life. There are options. Can you hear me? We decided at the beginning of the week that given the competition of television stations giving weather reports, that perhaps it would be a good idea to consider moving the scheduled 6:30 graduation here at USAO to an earlier hour to avoid inclement weather. We did move the graduation to an earlier hour. The inclement weather has not arrived. But we did it with the idea in mind that that would be best perhaps for maximizing the safety of all of us should it have moved in. And we also have students leaving after graduation, also flying out of Oklahoma City back to their hometowns across the United States and internationally, and thought that it would be a good idea to hold it earlier and to accommodate to the scheduling in that regard. So I do apologize for the inconvenience and the anxiety that the change may have caused families in planning to come and be here this evening or this afternoon with these graduating seniors. But those of us here on the campus aren't complaining that we're going to be able to go home at about 4 o'clock today rather than 10 o'clock tonight. So it's good to see all of you, especially you graduating seniors here this afternoon. My thanks to the USAO Concert Band under the direction of Dr. Kate Sekula, Assistant Professor of Music at USAO for our processional music. Now I would introduce our special music for this evening, a piece that's going to be performed on the ukulele. The performer is a major sociology major from Chickasha, Miss Rebecca Willoughby. Rebecca, please. Well, thank you for Rebecca on the ukulele. However, she had an extraordinary set of friends and fellow students who were also assisting her. The choir ensemble. Jan Hansen is responsible for that group, and it's really quite an extraordinary group. So thanks for the ensemble as well as to Rebecca for our music this afternoon. Before I go on to introduce our student speaker for this afternoon, I keep saying for this evening, for this afternoon, I'm going to not only having welcomed you here, but I'm going to make a few remarks before we exit this event, this very special event in the lives of these graduating seniors. You know, in higher education today, we face a considerable amount of concern being expressed by students, by parents of students who are concerned with the cost of higher education, but also for the general public about the value of a college education in light of its cost. What are the advantages, specifically the practical advantages of a college education? What in a college education can you take to the bank, so to speak, both literally and figuratively? What is the return on investment for a college education, in other words? And there are multiple sources why this question is being raised by the public, by business and industry, by the legislature. But there's a persistent and pervasive insistence that colleges provide sensible and practical degrees, that it result in a good job, that it result in financial security, that it result in the prospect for advancement in the workplace, and so on and so forth. And fair enough, that's an exceedingly important outcome for a college education, financial security to advance one's fortunes in the workplace and in the community. These are oftentimes cast in terms of particular professions, vocational types of employment, in light of the latest reports on the hot jobs that are paying well and providing a good prospect for financial assistance. And I do hope that graduating seniors, that you do get a good job, and I get a good job within a reasonable period of time, and a good job that allows you to advance in the workplace. And you do want to keep in mind what business and industry asks for you in terms of advancing in the workplace. And I do hope that no matter what major it is that you've decided to focus on, that indeed it has helped you to develop those skills which business and industry are looking for by way of advancing in the workplace. Your ability to write well, to effectively read well and write well, to talk clearly and meaningfully, to think analytically and critically and logically. In light of problems, your ability to identify problems and to consider the solutions, the options in that regard to solving a problem. Business industry especially interested in your ability to look at circumstances and to develop both strategic and tactical courses of action relative to moving the workplace forward. Your ability to define goals and objectives, and to focus your time and your energies in achieving these goals and objectives. Your ability to find data and information relevant to the case at hand, and to work in a self-motivated and self-reliant way, and to complete those tasks at hand. And to do all this in a rather rapidly moving, changing social and economic environment, a transforming marketplace, an altering labor force, advancing technologies that place a premium on innovation and creativity. I do hope that you get this job, and I do hope that you have, no matter what major, I repeat, that you've decided to focus on these skills, or at least you understand that you have to have skills such as this if you're going to advance in the workplace. But in closing my comment to you, I don't want to leave you with just a college experience and how it prepared you to get a good job in the workplace, how it helped you to achieve financial security and to advance. There is you that you need to be concerned about. There is the mental you, that is important, the physical you, that is important, the spiritual you, that is important, the social you, that is important, and that's a lot of yous to take care of. And you're going to find yourself in a lot of trouble down the line, it seems to me, in terms of my experience in attending to the practical matters of life, that is the workplace and your advancement, your financial security, if you don't take care of the yous in your life. And you're going to live in a world, I repeat, that is complex. It's rapidly evolving. You're going to be involved in a transition in jobs and careers, transition in terms of where you live, transitions in terms of who you interact with on a daily basis. You're going to live in a world of rapid influx and inclusion of new data and information, a whirlwind of technological change, and the necessity of constantly dealing with diverse people and groups and situations, potentially bewildering and unsettling stuff. Probably the two conditions in life that we are most afraid of as human beings, most fearful of. Number one, being up against a wall, that you just can't make anything better in life, that you can't improve your life's circumstances. And secondly, that you're unable to grasp, to make sense, to understand or anticipate what is happening in your life. Those two things just scare the dickens out of us as human beings. And these two conditions have a potential to prove rather terrifying in the mind and our perceptions about life. And also, they tend to produce a corollary notion of feeling alone, or a fear of feeling alone at the same time. Like it or not, that's why we've had you spend so much time in college doing work not only in terms of acquiring the skills and the knowledge of your major work, but while we also asked you to study history and philosophy and political science and the sciences, literature and sociology, politics, mathematics, psychology, economics, literature, the fine arts. The effort was to teach you what it means to be human, individually and socially. Living at a particular time with a past and a future, knowing and understanding that you're not alone in life, that there are a lot of folks out there that have a lot to say to you and teach you about how to improve your life, what life means, where the best direction for your life might be. A lot of knowledge and experience in the lives of others found in all of that study, to remind you again and again that you're not alone, and to help you get along better, best, physically, mentally, spiritually, and socially. So I'm not quite sure what the most practical set of skills is. The practical set of skills that helps you get a job, to make a good living, to advance in the workplace, or that set of skills which helps you live a more secure and satisfying and self-assured life. I want you to keep that in mind as you go out. It's my honor here to introduce our student speaker for this afternoon. She is from Anadarko, Oklahoma. She's a graduating senior. She's majoring in business administration with a minor in liberal arts. She's a second-generation USAO graduate. Her dad was in the class, the USAO class of 1998. She's currently employed here at USAO as she's an administrative assistant with the Title III U.S. Department of Education grant to the college with the purpose, it has the purpose to implement and then effectively use instructional technology to improve retention and performance and graduation rates for American Indian students. She plans to continue to work here at USAO while pursuing a master's degree in human resource management. Will you please help me welcome Ms. Ashley Hoopsaw.
Thank you, President Seaver, for this great introduction. Friends, professors, administrators, and parents, welcome. We are graduating. Good evening and congratulations to the USAO class of 2018. I am honored today to speak to you all here at the most well-rounded university in the state of Oklahoma. I stand here before you as one of your fellow students breathing that sigh of relief while also extremely anxious about what's next. Just a few years ago, we were scared freshmen that were stepping out of our comfort zone and taking this huge jump from the nest. Now, a few years later, we are about to take the second leap into the rest of our lives. For most, it has been a short couple years, while also seeming like a long couple years. Long because the constant studying, homework, late nights, and all the other hurdles that get thrown at us as college students. Short because the lifelong relationships, memories, and all the amazing things we learn through the occasional spurts of drudgery. Good or bad, long or short, I will always have a wonderful memory of USAO. We can never forget the huge accomplishment and the process it took to get here. While I am thrilled to be speaking for my graduating class today, I can't say I've spent more time here than anyone else. Our professors work countless hours here at the university, preparing, lecturing, grading, and I'm sure so much more behind-the-scenes work than we will ever know. I drive through campus late at night and see many of our professors are still hard at work. Most of them do all the extra hours and hard work on their own, and to better help prepare their students and equip them with a high-quality education. It is all the extra work that faculty and staff do at USAO that truly sets us apart from any university. Everyone here cares for one another, and it's this type of teamwork that draws students here. So what's the next chapter in our lives as graduating college students? Many of us will go on to start our careers. Others will take a break. and some will continue their education. I'm not certain what life will throw at us in the years to come, but I am certain of this. With the skills and life lessons that we have learned here at this university, we will thrive. We will try our hardest because we realize how far we have come and all the countless hours we have sacrificed. A quote from Malcolm X that I really believe sums up our college career as we begin to close this chapter of our life is, "Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today." I'm ready to stamp my passport. Who's with me? Congratulations, class of 2018. Go Drovers.
Okay. Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate the comments. We now ask that Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Krista Maxon, please present the graduating class.
President Fever, ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the completion of our students' journey at USAO, I would like to express gratitude to the people sitting behind me. Graduates, if during your years here, the faculty have challenged you, mentored you, instilled in you the joy of a life full of learning, and have helped you to achieve beyond your expectations, here's your chance to thank this brilliant faculty. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to the dedication of their faculty mentors, the constant efforts of a talented staff, and most of all, their own substantial labors, these students have persevered in their studies and now are ready to receive baccalaureate degrees. They have demonstrated to the satisfaction of the faculty the hallmarks of educated people: a capacity to think clearly and creatively, the ability to express their thoughts effectively, the character necessary to live as active and responsible citizens, and the intellectual curiosity to continue their own education beyond the university. Will the candidates for graduation please rise? President Fever, on behalf of the faculty of this historic institution, I now present to you the graduating class of fall 2018 for the conferring of their degrees.
Thank you, Vice President Maxon. As is the case, the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, the coordinating board for the entire system, vests in me the authority to act on behalf of the USAO Governing Board of Regents and with the advice and consent of the USAO faculty to confer either the Bachelor of Science degree, the Bachelor of Arts degree, or the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree. And so now with this authority, I invite those who have completed all degree requirements to come forward and to receive their diploma.
Benjamin Allen Blackstar. Graduating magna cum laude, Lainey Nicole Conant. Graduating summa cum laude, Ethan Frederick Gorell. Grace Lorraine Hawkins. Mariah Nicole Becker. Graduating magna cum laude, Christina Ashley Vivian Guevara. Michael James Boyd. Chloe Vaya Butler. Heather Jean McCracken. Seth Dylan Covey. Taylor Paige Finney. Amanda Rose Johnston. Felicia Michelle Codesi. Hannah Jean Lamson. Graduating cum laude, Catherine Kelly Lohman. Jessica J. Ann Manning. Thomas Elijah Miller. Ashley Leanne Oakes. Melissa Lee Olson. Megan Lynn Pugh. Josie Dawn Sneed. Graduating summa cum laude, Benjamin David Verser. Tucker Dean White. Graduating cum laude, Cheyenne Mackenzie Alexander. Graduating cum laude, Danielle Ellison. Graduating summa cum laude, Savannah Brett Barrett. Graduating cum laude, Brooklyn Leanne Bear. Katie Lou Brassville. Bianca Cardenas. Max Corbin. Monica K. Dobbs. Rachel Ann Dressler. Connor Patrick Fay. Yafurka. Elizabeth Giroux. Graduating cum laude, Gabrielle K. McDonough. Caitlin Dawn Hull. Ashley Denise Kupsa. Megan Nicole Maddox. Jamie Michelle Martin. Jacqueline Danielle McCaslin. Anna Carrion Chaquenya. Caitlin Messina Osceola. Lucida, sorry. Jody Marie Power. Graduating magna cum laude, Casey Lynn Raphael. Brittany Ann Rainwater. Cole Rain Ratchford. Graduating cum laude, Bailey Elizabeth Rush. Joseph Ryan Shepard. Graduating cum laude, William McDonald Sprayberry. Dolly Marie Wilson.
As an important part of the commencement ceremony and in conferring the degrees, the college also offers and highlights recognition for the outstanding graduates of the 4 academic divisions chosen by the faculty of each division, and also to recognize those who were to be hooded as recipients of USAO's undergraduate research endorsement. Again, I ask Dr. Maxson to do the honors, please.
4 divisions determine their respective Outstanding Graduate Award to the student they have determined to be exceptional. Please join me in congratulating the Division of Arts and Humanities Outstanding Graduate, Ethan Frederick Gorell. For the Division of Education and Speech Language Pathology, the outstanding graduate is Savannah Barrett. For the Division of Science and Physical Education, the outstanding graduate is Cheyenne Alexander. And for the Division of Social Sciences and Business, the outstanding graduate is Ben Verser. We also have a ceremony for the students who complete mentored research with a faculty advisor. For the goals of higher education are both to transmit what is already known and also to discover what is yet to be known. Completion of a Doctor of Philosophy or a PhD in a particular field requires original research and presentation of the results of that research so as to advance the body of human understanding. Every one of our faculty who hold a PhD has written and defended a dissertation based upon original research. Those who complete requirements for a PhD are hooded at their respective commencement exercises. At USAO, we have embarked upon a program of undergraduate research consisting of learning research methods across disciplines, of developing a research topic, completing the research, and presenting the results of that research. In recognition of the extraordinary work necessary to complete this program, we now perform an undergraduate hooding of all who complete USAO's mentored research. Having completed her work with Dr. Leah Oxenford on evaluation of surface water resource management tools for sustainable stewardship of the USAO habitat area's lower pond, tonight we recognize Jacqueline McCasland. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Maxson. Congratulations to the division outstanding graduates and recipients and recipient singular of the research endorsement and hooding. Well, there's been a bit of a transition here this evening for for the individuals sitting in the first 3 rows, it looks like to me, a transition, and transitions happen in life, and tonight is one of them. And I don't know what you were doing earlier in the week or last week. I suspect studying for finals or finishing up work in particular courses. I don't know what you were doing earlier in the day, mumbling about how graduation had been moved from 6:30 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, perhaps. But traveling here, you came as seniors, and then when you sat down in this auditorium, you sat down as graduating seniors, a slight change, and then you all got up and walked across the stage as your name was called and went and sat down in your chair, and you're now something else, different. You're graduates of this institution. Graduates. Congratulations, graduates. And you're graduates from an interesting institution that has the highest selective, the highest admission standards in the state, that is very careful in terms of trying to match the right students with the curriculum here, not as an elitist or exclusive sort of institution. And the range of students that attend here come from all walks of life and all levels of need, but matching you to a curriculum like of rigor and challenge that you really don't find in quite the concentrated form at other institutions. So you can be extremely proud of having graduated from this institution. And I do hope that with the degree, and only about less than 25% of Oklahomans hold the bachelor's degree. And I do hope that when you go out into the communities in which you choose to live, your places of work, that you use the skills, yes, the professional skills that you've learned here, the personal skills that I talked about in terms of your self-confidence and your self-capabilities in life. I hope you use those not simply to assist your own path forward and that of your families, but that you do this in terms of helping your communities forward, the republic to which you should participate as a citizen, an active citizen, the communities in which you live, the nation, and really as a member of the human race. Use these skills to benefit for positive ends. Use it for positive ends. As one essential feature of your new status as graduates, you're now alumni of this institution as well. And as alumni, I hope that you will stay connected with us, attuned and informed about the disposition and the progress of your alma mater. And I'm going to ask the Alumni Association here, representative of the Alumni Association, in a moment to welcome you to that status, to present the Distinguished Alumni Graduate Award, but to talk with you a bit about the Alumni Association. It's been around over a century now, and you're joining a rather large group through that period of time. But to welcome you to this special distinction as an alum, I'm going to ask Mr. Lane Thrift, who is Associate Professor of Art and a member of the USAO Alumni Association, to make a few remarks.
behalf of the USAO Alumni Association, I want to congratulate our graduates on a job well done. And I want to welcome you to our alumni family. You walked in this afternoon as students, but you will leave as our newest members of the USAO Alumni Association. You now belong to an organization with a proud heritage, one that was established more than a century ago to support this great university and celebrate the thousands of students who would follow in their footsteps. You have a lot in common with those first graduates of what was then the Oklahoma College for Women, and with the graduates of every class since then, from OCW, the Oklahoma College of Liberal Arts, and now the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma. Just like you, they had curious minds. Just like you, they committed themselves to learning. Just like you, they were changed by this extraordinary place. And just like you, they formed friendships that would last for the rest of their lives. That's why they formed the Alumni Association, as a touchstone for every alum to connect with every other alum and to remain close to the university, to keep up with the university as it continues to change lives, and as a way to give back to those who come after us. The Alumni Association is a we thing. We support the university through networking, social engagement, special projects, and scholarships. The Alumni Association offers lots of opportunities to stay connected. You might not be able to endow a scholarship right after graduation, but you can volunteer. Be a mentor. Serve on the board of directors. Help us welcome incoming freshmen. Perhaps the most important thing you can do as an alum is tell your story. Tell everyone how this place impacted you and why it is important to have a university like USAO. Use your voice to advocate for this school and for the liberal arts education that you work so hard for. On behalf of the Alumni Association and the Alumni Board of Directors, let me say once again, congratulations. We are proud of you and thrilled to welcome you into our association. I also have the pleasure of presenting the Alumni Association Distinguished Graduate Award. I am especially honored to present this award because, as some of you know, I too was the distinguished graduate when I graduated from USAO in 2001 with a Bachelor of Fine Arts. Therefore, I am delighted to present this award to a young man who is graduating today also with a Bachelor of Fine Arts and an emphasis in sculpture. As one person noted, this graduate exemplifies what it means to be an interdisciplinary thinker and learner. His work seamlessly merges science, philosophy, engineering, and religion. He graduates today with some of the highest academic honors a student can earn from USAO. He graduates summa cum laude with a 3.91 grade point average. Geez, he must have gotten a B somewhere. A member of Hypatia Honor Society, he has been on the honor roll every trimester he has came to the USAO, or since he has came to USAO, and was recently awarded the Outstanding Graduate Award for Arts and Humanities. As one faculty member noted, he is the kind of student that really makes USAO shine, and we are lucky to have him here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present this year's Distinguished Graduate Award to Ethan Gorell. Good job, man.
Well, thank you very much, Lane, for the for the comments, and I appreciate very much the award of the distinguished graduate of the Alumni Association. I will say that the Alumni Association, along with the USAO Foundation, has been very successful in recent years in raising money, especially for scholarships, student scholarships. The Alumni Association gave away almost $100,000 in scholarships this past year. The USAO Foundation gave away somewhere in the neighborhood of not quite $2 million in scholarship assistance. So it's extremely important to the progress and the success and the well-being of the students that we obtain the public support that we do for those two entities that work closely together to support students. I do want to thank the members of the Freshman Honor Society Alpha Lambda Delta for acting as ushers this evening, and also for the service of our student marshals. They are listed in your program. In closing, I am going to ask you to join in the singing of the college hymn. You'll find it on the last page of your program. It will be directed, you'll be led by Dr. Jan Hansen, professor of music here, accompanied by the concert band under the direction of Dr. Kate Sekula. As you stand for the college hymn, I will ask the audience to remain in place until the stage party and the students have exited the auditorium. And please have a safe trip home, safer than I thought it was going to be, but have a safe trip home. It's awfully good to have had you all here today. Please stand.
Thank you.